You gotta take out the screws, cut all this, take this out. This is no longer being used. Don't lose your screws. All the screws are already put on. Even the ones that are missing are these, which they're supposed to be on already in here. Sometimes make sure you check your screws. Cut all this, and there should be some of them are screwing there, and cut everything and then take everything out. Okay, once you got everything from the box, put it on the floor, ponlo en el piso. La barra de arriba goes in there. Put everything ready. The second bar, la barra segunda, the middle bar goes in there, but it has to go together. This screw, and then you gotta turn this. And after you put the middle one, then it's loose. Sí, por ahí. Esto va a machar. Tiene que, espérate, tengo que ponerla aquí arriba. Try to lift it up. Hold on, I'm gonna use both of my hands. Ahí. So. Finger tight, and then you tie it with the Allen. Don't cut this yet. Make sure that the change is not crossover. This is where the bar goes. This one is with the motor. This is the bottom motor. Voy a bajarla y darle vuelta para enseñarla. I'm going to take this down for the, put it on the floor. Dale vuelta así. ¿Sí? No, porque es que es de detalle. De lado, así. Okay, this is the upper motor because this is on the top. So this one, that one's gonna be the upper. Ponlo acá y el otro va a ser abajo. Because the other one, this is the bottom one. So this is gonna be the upper, this is gonna be the bottom. Because this long side is where the motor connects. So this is the bottom. Ponlo abajo. And this is the upper. So be aware of that. And then you put it in there with the change. Vamos a simularlo. I'm just gonna simulate it. Pon esto ahí adentro. Sí, yo sé. Solo para simular, para que las cadenas estén no, espérate, la otra cadena. You make sure you put the change when you put this on, and then you might have to put this change on this. There you go. Okay. No lo ponga. Okay, and then we put the other one and make sure that the change is with the other one together. It has to go together. After it's all assembled, then you can put the bar. Just make sure that for the change is straight in the middle. You can lose it. Now you can use this screw right here and you will lose the change, and then the change, whatever you need to pull back or forward, we can fix this. We're gonna put it like this. Now that it's loose, make sure they're in the right position, but you're not going to be able to put it on because you need to lose the change. But gravity will be your friend now that it's here. And then just make sure that we have to push everything back that we have to for the change. And then if you need to move the screws here, you can lose the screws. And then if you need to push this back, just in case if it's in the wrong position, anything that normally there will be a sign here that says which one is up and down. If not, I know I can move this a little more here, and you have to find a place. It's a possibility that it's not on the correct place and I had to redo these, but there's ways to do it without taking the whole machine apart. You have to take this off and fix it, and we'll make another video to see how this came along. But then it's supposed to be a sign here to tell me which one is up and which one is down. One thing that you have to be very careful is the position of where the change, how the change is gonna go. So we had to turn it around because we put it upside down. So this one was here, that one wasn't. So that's the way it's supposed to. So the one on the bottom going outside, and the one on the top inside. Chain adjustments again right here, and 4 screws. Sometimes it's gonna be 3 screws depending on the angle. This is where you put this screw for this, still loose. And any cables, just make sure that they go inside, and then lock it. The motor, the upper motor goes on the top. The lower motor goes in the bottom here on this end, like this. And don't forget to replace this. Hide the cables, put the sensor, connect the sensor. That's the top sensor. And then put the meter track or the bottom track. That's the main. Take those off. Those are for the, that's the cover. And this is the extension, so you don't use this unless you have an extension. And computer just connects. There are no power. This is the power, so you have to get your own connector, male connector, for 230. That's it. The left one. Oh, we also put the motor. In the motor, you have to take this one out, replace it with the one. This is for the pressure. No, eso va para allá. Sí, lo estoy explicando. Take that one out, replace it with that one. Then the motor, then everything else is just common sense. Also, there's another sensor here. This sensor is a stopper switch for the limit switch. Goes into these 2 holes. I gotta pull a little bit. It goes in between the rail there. It goes in there. I had to take out the screws and put it back normal. Then the cat rail, the connector. But I gotta take out the screws. This goes here, that one goes there. The other motor, the big connector. All the screws are inside already. We are putting the tension on the belt. Make sure it has the correct tension. We just use those extra brackets to hold it in place. Make sure that this and this is in the same exact place before you put the motors on. There are 4 screws. Not all the time they're gonna be on. Sometimes there's gonna be 3 screws, depending on the alignment or the correct tension. If it's too loose, it will make a noise. If it's too tight, it will crack noises. You will hear crack noises when it goes up and down. So you have to loosen it depending on the sound. Also make sure when you tension the belts, sometimes it's going to be 3 like I said before, and make sure they're parallel before you put the final bar. This bar is the upper one and the final one will be the other. So make sure when you take these 2 screws before you put the last bar, or else you won't be able to do this. So don't forget to put those 2 screws back when you put the main bar. Also the big screws goes on that one, and the small screws goes on that one on the bottom. So the upper one is thicker and the bottom one is a little thinner. So here's the machine complete. This is just a lock for taking off this. Connect the electricity, the pedal. Connect this, and the last is that cover. Once you test it, it will go up and down. Just give it a little test, and it's done. That's it. When you put this on, it goes there. Connect the cable. Connect the sensor, the cat rail, the cable goes down. Oh, see, one thing, the change cannot be outside, so you have to lose the screws and put it inside. So we're gonna fix this right now because the change is a little bit inside, just about 2 millimeters, and when I hit the cover.